Clarity is key in the realization process. I remember back in the days when I was still in seeking mode, I didn't even realize that I needed clarity. I thought that it is supposed to be ambiguous. The teaching was supposed to be deciphered. We were supposed to fumble and struggle and suffer on the realization path. But now I know better, and that is not the case. Clarity is key. If I would have had the clarity that I have today about the realization process, everything would have been so much more smoother, easier. I would have avoided mountains of suffering and struggle. Because not having clarity about the realization process, the stages of it, how to go about it, and what tools to use, what is necessary and what isn't, and what is sufficient and what isn't, you are suffering unnecessarily. You are struggling unnecessarily. So clarity is key. And the reason I felt inspired to make this video is because I know that many of you on the realization path are still feeling confused or stuck or unclear, still fumbling about your process in your journey, and you might even have a subconscious belief that this is how it's supposed to be. It isn't. The suffering that you experience does not add or accelerate your realization process. You can do without it. So what do you need clarity about? I invite you to look into your own process. And if you find yourself witnessing, looking at some teachings from the spiritual masters, and you feel you don't know how to connect the dots, or you are not having the experiences of yourself as consciousness, as ever-present infinite awareness, then what you need is clarity in your own experience. I remember I used to read a lot from the spiritual masters, and I fully, completely, powerfully felt the truth of their teaching, but I never knew how to get there. What are the exact, precise steps to get to that which they were talking about, which is knowing yourself as ever-present, inherently peaceful, infinite awareness. So clarity is key. Clarity about what? Clarity about the realization process. What does it entail? What are the stages? How do you recognize where you're at? And what tools to use to go about it, to navigate it in the most effective, simple, reliable way? Because that is also a factor, reliability. There are many techniques that are given that you have to do or apply while you are doing your meditation. So you have to close your eyes and withdraw from the world and do your spiritual practice, and then you go back into the world and all that peace vanishes, right? So we need to know a way to come back to ourselves, to trace our way back to ourselves that is incredibly reliable, so that you can actually apply it in the midst of any kind of experience, in the midst of an emotional upheaval or incredible stress. That is the value and the power of the teachings and practical tools that you receive inside the Academy of Being. If you are someone who is looking for this clarity, no matter in what area or you're on your self-realization process, you are welcome to join us. We begin the academic year 2025 in February. If you want to know more about it, there's a link beneath this video. You can go there and see more about what it entails. What I can say for sure is that you are definitely going to receive clarity about your realization process and how to go about it. And the reason why I feel this is so important is because you gain that peace of mind, that clarity and certainty with which you can now navigate your realization process. And that is that relief of knowing where you are at, what the process is about, and what you are doing to navigate it is incredibly valuable in the peace that it gives you, in the confidence and certainty that you feel as you navigate your realization process. That peace of mind, the lack of confusion, fumbling, struggling, suffering, is incredible when you know what you're doing and where you're going exactly, and how to meet any challenge that comes your way. Because inside the academy, we also, of course, discuss the core challenges on the realization process that I don't really hear people talk about in a concise way, let's say all in one place. And this is what the Academy of Being is about. It's all in one place. Everything you need and is necessary, but is also sufficient. So nothing extra that you don't actually need. No techniques that do not actually allow you to stabilize your sense of self as infinite awareness as you go about your life, so that you remember who you are and you feel your own presence as the presence of awareness in your day-to-day activities. You live your life with that background of peacefulness that is your own being. And that is absolutely priceless and invaluable. So if this is something you're looking for, I am inviting you to join the Academy of Being. We begin February the 4th. Make sure you sign up prior to that, because we have some pre-recorded videos in the curriculum that you will have access to as soon as you sign up, so you can already start practicing with this incredible methodology and have all the pieces together from the beginning, so you understand what is what and what to use to navigate your realization process. I hope this speaks to you. If this does, please share it with others that you feel might benefit from this video. Subscribe if you want to come back for more. And I hope to see you inside our academic year starting February 2025.